Good Friday morning, everyone. My name is Josiah Pike, and these are your Fastcast digital headlines for February 13th. Now, in this morning's top headline, the Doyon 26 rig, the Beast as it's often called, collapsed on the North Slope nearly 3 weeks ago and is still there. Final fate of the Beast was not confirmed up until Thursday, and officials say it will be deconstructed and will not return to the slope. To date, spill response crews have recovered an estimated 1,132 gallons of spilled fluids that will be disposed of. That includes mostly diesel and hydraulic fluid. Officials say there is still no risk to the nearby community of Nixhoot, the air quality, drinking water, or wildlife. In the past, officials said that the recent frigid weather has caused much of the contaminants to freeze, helping with cleanup, but bad weather has caused some delay.
To assess what may have been underneath the rig, inadvertently released during its removal, and whatever other impacts have not been identified at this time. Once the rig is moved, then we'll go in and make sure those are addressed then.
A new coordinated push against drug trafficking, especially opioids like fentanyl, is paying off in Alaska. State and federal officials announced Thursday record seizures and fewer overdose deaths. Overdose deaths in Alaska dropped 19% over the past year. A recent surge operation seized 115 pounds of methamphetamine and cocaine and resulted in approximately 60 arrests related to trafficking. But Alaska faces a unique challenge. Traffickers exploit the state's geography using mail, air cargo, and boats to smuggle drugs into remote villages hours away from medical help.
In the lower 48, the mail is a convenience. In Alaska, it is a lifeline. That makes the cartel's exploitation of the postal system here particularly heinous.
We believe that through all this integration with the feds, with the municipality, with the state of Alaska, we're going to be able to make a huge dent in drug interdiction and the sale of drugs here in Alaska.
The question before us is how many more people need to die before we act?
Finally, the NTSB chair is calling out the FAA for failing to implement life-saving technology that could lower the risk of deadly mid-air collisions. Jennifer Homendy testified before Congress Thursday after the mid-air collision at Reagan National Airport killed 67 people in January. One recommendation is for ADS-B, or Automatic Dependent Surveillance Broadcast Systems, to be required in aircraft. This technology would allow pilots to see other aircraft around them, like radar. Homendy said the NTSB has been warning about this problem for years, and Alaska has paid the price.
Since 2008, we've investigated 211 aviation accidents and incidents resulting from a mid-air collision or loss of separation, which killed 281 people and injured 12 others. 16 in Texas, 1 in Kansas, 15 in Alaska, including the 2019 tragedy in Ketchikan, where 6 people died and 10 were injured, and I was the board member on scene, and we discussed at length in that report the lack of ADS-B requirements.
Homendy says the FAA has known about ADS-B technology since 2008, adding the systems are affordable and even older planes can be retrofitted for a few $100s. Now, updates on these stories and more can be found on our website, alaskasnewssource.com. Thanks for tuning in this Friday. Have a great weekend and a wonderful Valentine's Day. Take care.